Three, two, one. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Rainbow Six Siege. Today we're gonna have a follow-up video to the new operator Jaguar from the new DLC or the Spanish DLC Operation Velvet Shell. So let's get started. The Operation Velvet Shell operator Jackal or Riyad Ramirez Al Hasari. I think this is an Arabic name. Which this part is somewhat of an interesting. The sea, the night, and the desert all know me. Now you will too. This first part actually is a part of a very famous Arabic poet. He goes by the name Al-Mutanabbi, and he's quite famous actually. He lived like almost 1,000 years ago, so he's quite famous like in Arabic culture and Arabic heritage. And it would make some sense since this operator obviously have some Arabic heritage. So moving on. In Operation Velvet Shell, two geo operators joined Team Rainbow to protect civilians vacuation on the coastline. Our new map. I'm sorry, I can't read. By the way, our new map set in Ibiza, Spain, or Ibiza. I think some people pronounce it like that. I'm sorry if I butcher any like English or Spanish languages. They are both not my original language. I'm sorry in advance. The local authorities request the assistance of the Spanish group Especial de Operacionals GEO to evacuate the perimeter after an anonymous tip. Influenced by a tragic Munich 1972 Summer Olympics, the GEO was founded in 1977 during Spain's tumultuous transition to democratic government. Okay, moving on. Would you just like? Okay, thank you. While the operator's unique ability will only be revealed during the 6th interventional, R6 scriptwriter Farah Barracks revealed the elements that inspire Jackal's persona. Barracks explained that their goal was to portray how Spain's special operations assign a role to each officer that resounds with their special ability, assets, and tactics of choice. We created Jackal with that in mind, so that he would fully embody a specific playstyle. When you pick Jackal, you are sending a clear message to the opposing team. Now you've got a target on their back. Now they've got a target on their back. Okay, that's pretty cool. So he's basically like anti-roamer operator. Okay, the GEO known for preventing acts of terror was also making done in drugs trafficking rings. Barracks revealed that you can expect Jekyll to embody their resourcefulness, sorry, and difficult terrors, as his specialty lies in counter drug smuggling operation. He underwent extensive survival courses, tactical desert navigation programs, and specified combat during the course to gain his edge. Nice. I mean, I always love the backstory of Ubisoft. I mean, they always like go above and beyond. They are awesome. To showcase the lethality of Spanish special forces, Ramirez is equipped with a CE7. I'm gonna like cut this video real short here. So hey guys, we're back after I did some research about the weapons. The first weapon is a C7E, which translates to basically another version of an AR, something like the assault rifle that Buck uses, which is I think the C7SF something or C8SF something. I'm suspecting that the CE is somewhat something like this, as you can see, but I'm going for the line of a DMR. This is a wild guess here, but every stat that like I looked, it should be a normal assault rifle, but we might get a version that is a DMR. Not sure. This is like a total speculation out there. but we might have like something like this. But as you can see from the picture, the buttstock is somewhat different, just slightly different. So we're gonna have a look something like this. This is a Canadian C7. They, I think, is standard. It's something to do with the change with the buttstock. Now moving on. Something that is very interesting about this new operator, the second primary weapon is a PDW9. As we look, like I googled it and it got me to this page, which translates to a personal defense weapon 9, which is standard for the 9mm. So it's basically an SMG. That's very cool. We never had like an SMG for a primary weapon on the attacking team. That's why it led me to think that the other weapon is a DMR. Why would any player choose that SMG over a full power assault rifle? But if we had a DMR, then with an assault rifle, things could get very interesting. So as you see from these couple of posts, of course I'm gonna leave a link to every picture that I got in the description of this video as well. As you can see, it's basically a DMR. We might get something on the line like a version of a full power, like a full length version or something like this. But so far the DMR looks pretty decent. I'm sorry, the PDW looks pretty cool. Now moving on to the pistols. The first one, which I did not find anything about, it just says ITA, which I think it stands for Italy. Now here's the interesting part of that about this gun. Some say it's a possible revolver. My personal suspicion is it could be like a sort of shotgun or a 5-shot shotgun, because if you like break down the letters, ITI stand for Italy. Italy known for making like a huge variety of weapons, including shotguns. A very special shotgun that we already have in the game, which is the Spaz 12. Now the 12 of course stands for 12 gauge. The S stands for shotgun. This is a wild guess, but I took maybe 20 minutes or over. I looked everywhere, tried to break it down, but maybe it's a revolver, maybe it's like a mini shotgun. We don't know yet. The USP-40 is quite simple. We have this pistol. As you can see, I already figured that out in my previous video which I did about this operator, because this type of pistols is actually used by the JO operator. So backing up to the video. Okay. Riyad Ramirez Al-Hasir was 9 years old during Spain's political transition, but he did not feel the full impact of these changes until later on. His focus was entirely as he was shifted from one dysfunctional family to the next. I think he was adopted or something like that, or his parents might have died and he was in that, like in the adoption system. A few years later, Ramirez was taken out of the foster care system by his older brother, Firas, I don't know, who was now old enough to become his legal guardian. The Ramirez brother first appeared in the official records on October 8th, 1885, when Riyad was found next to his brother's dead body in an abandoned house in Principal Alphonse. Reyes was 17 years old and required urgent medical assistance. With no witnesses, no murder weapon, and no clear motive, the local authorities treated Firas' death as an inconvenience case of street violence. After that night, Reyes was determined to unravel the events that led to the loss of his brother. When he turned 19, he finally passed the mandatory qualification and entered the Sieur or Guillaume National de Policia, I don't know, to further hone his skills on the field, he became a member of the GEO. Okay, nice. This is some cool backstory. To learn more about the new operator, to be sure join us on Montreal the 6th Intervention starting in the February 3rd. You can also tune in the visual 2 channel for a massive 3-day celebration revealing a year 2 roadmap, Operation Velvet Shell live demo, dev panels, and intense Pro League competition. Find out more here. So guys, that's it for our weapon. Very interesting operator, very interesting new capability. If they gave us like a DMR, sorry, an assault rifle. I'm hoping it's an assault rifle. I'm not hoping for a DMR than an SMG, but we have to wait and see. Also, is he going to be a 2-speed, 3-speed operator, 1-speed? We don't know yet, but this is just like the information I'd love to show you here. Also subscribe to my channel for more updates. Comment on this video any ideas, or if you have any more information, I will be more than happy to find out about them. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on it as well, as share it with your friends if you feel like it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye guys.